Hey, this is Alex from the Good Old Boys Fantasy Football Podcast. To see more videos like this from the Good Old Boys, hit subscribe and support this independent podcast.
Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver 23, 99 receptions, 141 targets, 925 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaged about 8.8 targets per game. Thoughts on Michael Pittman Jr.?
I think that stat is very telling of how the Colts season went. To have 99 receptions and to only have 923, is that what that was, Derek? 923 receiving yards, a lot of short dink and dunk passes, not getting a whole lot of yards after the catch. Now, Michael Pittman is not a Blazer, but he should be better than what those statistics say. With a new quarterback in place, I think we're going to see a downgrade here, right? Like I think we're going to be something closer to maybe 75 receptions, and we might see something maybe around 800 yards, and the 4 touchdowns might be about right this year again. Like, so you're taking that from RB23, downgrading that, so now he is in wide receiver 3 territory, probably around 32, something like that in this Colts offense as they kind of try and refigure out their identity and what they're going to be coming into this season. So I like Michael Pittman. Derek, I know that you like him as well. We've had talks about that, but he is not to the scale of a Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? Like he is not that guy, that young guy, with the exception of Cooper Kupp there, who's going to kind of just put that team on his back from a wide receiver position. So he's got to be downgraded. And because of that, he's a wide receiver 3. Be mindful of that when you're going and drafting.
You hit that point up really well. What 99 receptions, didn't even break 1,000 yards to it. With Matt Ryan throwing him the ball, the average depth of target was ridiculously short. So the average depth of target was 6.9 yards on an ADOT to it. His average yards before catch on a reception was 5.7. Like this was back down closer to his rookie year on yards before catch type of thing. But he had a deeper ADOT during his rookie season. Now, if they can get him back to where his average depth of target was in 2021, which there's a chance that we can see that a little bit. Now, the target quality may not necessarily be as good as it was. You've got a young quarterback developing, things like that still needs to find the accuracy side of it. But if they can get him back to an ADOT of around 10 yards, in the high 9s, 10 yards type of thing, like they saw in 2021, there is a chance that we can see him flourish a little bit there as well and get closer to the 1,000-yard mark. But that's really what it's going to come down to is, are they going to be able to set that up enough to get him further down the field, let him use that big body, big frame of his to make a play on the outside? And is the target accuracy going to be there enough? Those are all kind of the questions that have to be answered. I don't know that Indianapolis is going to get into scoring position enough this year that we see him, get up into that 6, 7, 8 touchdown range. I think that it's probably more likely we see him 4 to 5 touchdowns on this one. I think we're probably closer to about 80, call it about 80 receptions on 130 targets and somewhere around about probably about 850 to 900 yards would be where I'd kind of see that one coming in play, which means that I would absolutely love him playing as like a flex type of deal or my wide receiver 3, which again, kind of right where he's going on that one, but not looking to break the bank or spend up on that one.